take 2 out of 3 at home against Tampa Bay, the previously undefeated Tampa Bay Rays. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, I'm actually agog. I have a cold and I'm not enjoying myself, and I'm hopped up on caffeine and painkillers, so let's do this. Briskly. That's a limited time engagement right there. Okay, so let's start with the bad stuff first. Alek Manoah and the Jays lose the third game of the series 8-1. It was kind of ugly, honestly. Manoah, once again, didn't have his good stuff. He seemed to regain a bit of his control as the game went along, but he still had a hard time making his sinker an appealing pitch. He gets a lot of mileage over guys swinging over top of that sinker, and it just wasn't happening, and hasn't been happening all year. He thought he was out of the inning in the 5th, with no runners in when they thought they'd thrown out Taylor Walls at second base, but then that call was overturned correctly. He was totally safe there. And it seemed like Manoah's focus was gone, or maybe he was already too tired or whatever, but he ended up giving up a 3-run home run to the number 9 hitting catcher, Christian Bethancourt, and that's just not what you want to see. So he ended up giving up 7 earned runs. Ouch, that'll hurt your end of year numbers. So the Jays lose the game, and their erstwhile ace hasn't looked like himself all year, and this is all very, very bad. And you know what? I don't care about any of that. How can you not care about Manoah? Well, first of all, I think a lot of it has to do with A, his sinker's not performing very well, and B, they're throwing it too much. It seems like they're getting away from his two-seam fastball, which is a very effective pitch for him, and over-relying upon the sinker, and he's not putting it in a good spot. So, for the same reason that I am bullish on Jose Barrios and Yusei Kikuchi and believe that the guy that they thought they were getting is in there, we know the guy that Manoah has been. We know he's still in there. It's merely a question of making little adjustments and getting to the place where you want to be consistently. I have every confidence he's going to do that. He is now 3-1 as a starter. 3-1. That's still pretty good. I don't care. Losing a game here, you want to win all of them, of course, but you look at the forest, not the tree, and the forest is fine. But the other reason for my magnanimous reaction is, did you miss the part where the Blue Jays took 2 out of 3 from the previously undefeated Tampa Bay Rays? Let's go! And yeah, I did mention Barrios and Kikuchi. Those were the guys, those were the starters who won those games. Let's go! Barrios looked positively great, like legitimately really, really good against an offense that had clobbered everyone to death before they came into contact with him. He shut them down for 5 innings. I think it would have gone longer. He took a comebacker off the back of the knee. That's hard to do in baseball, really, as a pitcher, but he found a way to do that, and they took him out largely for precautionary reasons. Apparently he's a bruise. He's totally fine. He's going to make his next start, but it's the best he's looked in certainly all of 2023, and certainly since the beginning of spring training. Yes, this is very good, yes. The bullpen absolutely locked it down. The offense did more than enough, and Jays win in convincing fashion in a game that everyone and his mother thought they were going to lose. Barrios, his mother, might have thought they were going to lose. And then Yusei Kikuchi shows up, the absolute fire gas can spring training Yusei Kikuchi showed up in game 2 and absolutely torched the Rays. Oh my god, it was beautiful. So many strikeouts, so much weak contact. They had absolutely no idea what was coming, even though they knew exactly what was coming. He was up there throwing his fastball 95, 96. They couldn't touch it. It was beautiful. These are the guys that we thought we had. At the beginning, when we acquired Barrios and he looked really great in the 2021 season, you lock him up for this long-term contract, and then you sign Yusei Kikuchi to a 3-year deal. This is what was envisioned. These 2 starts. This is what they thought they had. And we haven't seen it. We just haven't seen it that often. And it feels like we never saw it back-to-back. Well, we just saw it back-to-back against a team that was previously undefeated, that has had the best, tied for the best start of all time. A 3-way tie for the best start of all time. And then those guys met, Barrios and Kikuchi, and lost. Oh, it's so great. Bo Bichette had a 5-hit game. George Springer had 1 hit in the whole series, and it was a home run, a fuck you home run, right at the beginning of the series to get the thing started. And despite only having 1 hit, he still got on base like 40% of the time because he was taking all these walks. I mean, this team is so healthy right now. This team is doing what it's supposed to be doing right now. That even when our ace is not looking like himself, even when our highly prized free agent starter has looked pretty bad in half of his starts, even when the best thing going for us right now is these 2 reclamation project starters, at this point, that's what they are. Reclamation project starters showing a faint sign of life is cause for celebration, and this team is still 10-6. And this team is still in the middle of one of its toughest stretches of the season, where it's Tampa, and then Houston, and then New York. And they're going with swagger, and they're looking good, and they're looking like they can take on anyone, and oh, it's so fun. Like, I've had TLDWs in my videos before, and everyone has been in a meeting that could have been an email. This video could have been an emoji. Honestly, this whole video could have just been that one emoji of the guy blowing like steam or smoke out of his nose. Like he's like snorting in defiance, and braggadocio, and viv, and pugnacity, and just like, oh, just a guy being like, let's go, bring it, I don't care. That's what this video is. That's how the Blue Jays are making me feel right now. And they lost their last game. And I still feel like that. It's fun. It's nice. I like it. All right, that's all my energy today. Blue Jays go into Houston. Kevin Gausman taking the ball against, I think, Christian Javier. I'm actually not sure who's starting. I'm excited to see Hunter Brown. I want to see how good he is because he's got some Verlander-esque numbers going on out there. It'd be nice to, I mean, it's annoying that Houston has another one, but it's always nice to see great pitchers. This is not exactly a make or break time of the year. Of course, I say the line that I don't even look at the standings until my birthday, which is in mid-May. So just enjoy the games. But the way the Jays are playing right now, watching the games is quite enjoyable. And that's it for this video. Like and subscribe if you are so inclined. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you at the end of the Houston series. I need to go to bed. Good night.